Welcome to Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day today. It is a beautiful spring day out there, man. We are having a ball, and today is Wednesday, May 8th. And my good co-host, my good buddy Jerry Jams is in the house. Jams, how you doing, pal?
Doing good. How about you, Big T?
Good. We're doing good. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, but mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show every day. And we really, we're going to have a lot of fun today, and we have a lot of good things to talk about. Boy, if this stuff gets any good, guys. Now, don't forget, let's go showtime. Let's roll it. Showtime! Thank you, Dina Manzella from Seventh Heaven, on that great intro. We got a great show lined up for you guys. Let's get right to our sponsors, folks. Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norridge, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, and now Mesa, Arizona. Ace has been helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Ace Hardware, Ocean's Pit, Tony Ocean Show, and the Almost Home Foundation for Dogs. Got something happening big May 23rd, Thursday, live remote from the Norridge store. How would you guys like to get yourself a brand new Weber Spirit 200 Series grill, brand new with all accessories? All you have to do, ladies and gentlemen, it's very simple. Remember, all the money goes to Almost Home Foundation for Dogs. All you need to do is look at the bottom of the screen. You get help support Almost Home Foundation for Pets by purchasing a $5 cash raffle ticket. Enter to win. Very simple. You just Zelle my wife Laura $5 as many times as you want. 847-370-3370 and put your name, and you just keep putting those $5, folks. And then live March 23rd will be at the brand new Norridge store, or you can call the store at 708-456-6800, and we're going to pull the winner at the end of the show. Now, you don't have to be there to win, but you do have to make arrangements to pick up the grill and the accessories. It's a brand new Weber Spirit 200 Series grill. It's a nice price grill, folks, and we're giving the money right to Almost Home Foundation for Dogs. So simple. Just Zelle my wife Laura 847-370-3370 with your name, or call the Norridge store at 708-456-6800, or even go to the store in Norridge. Buy the tickets, and all the money is going to be going to Almost Home Foundation for Dogs. It's a great deal. It's Ace Hardware. Ace has been helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Yeah, there you go. You can't beat it. Raffaello, Jackie, Melissa, they do a great job. That is Ace Hardware. That's what we're talking about, folks. All right, it's Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, and we're having a great day today. And I hope you guys are too. Jerry James is my co-host. Let's get another sponsor out of the way. Publicists out there, companies looking to get your company out in the paper, newspaper, magazines, radio. One way to go. That's Bernie DeMayo, folks. Experienced, creative, and smart. Works for the Chicago Bulls, works for the White Sox, and it's been my publicist for many years. Give Bernie DeMayo.com or 312-217-5658. Tell them Tony O sent you. And let's get right to real estate at its finest. Our good friend Mary Grievous. That's right. Buying or selling in Chicagoland area. The perfect real estate professional, whether you're putting your home on the market or looking for your dream home, give her a call today. She's available to assist buyers, sellers, for sale by owners, expired listings, Berkshire Hathaway, Stark Real Estate. That's M. Grievous at starkre.com, or give her a call at 630-688-1725. That's Mary Grievous. And let's not forget, folks, Mary also is in charge of NTD Vacations, and we're talking about the Chicago Music Cruise 2025. Now, it's going to be a great deal, folks. March 22nd to March 23rd. March 22nd to March 30th, 2025 . And we're excited about that one. It's going to be a lot of fun just trying to find everything over here. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, there it is. Anyway, so this is what you do. It's going to be the Royal Caribbean, Oasis of the Seas, and beautiful ship. It's going to be Fort Lauderdale, Curacao. Aruba is worth the price alone right there. And then, of course, Coco Key, Bahamas with Hillbilly Rock Stars, which is the #1 country band in the city of Chicago right now. Tony Ocean in the main event band, Tony Toto, Janet, Derry Mundy, and of course, Jerry Jams, and Mojo's Jukebox and Seventh Heaven. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Excuse me. Cigar went down the wrong way.
Get that duck out of there.
Musiccruise.com and tell them Tony O sent you, or give Mary a call at 630-688-1725. That's right. Let's see who's watching today. Emo from Florida. Albert's in the house. Buddy, Dennis, Lake Geneva. Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Long time no see, my friend. Double T, Tony Toto. Oh, this is a good one. Kathy Ippolito again. Kathy from Nashville. Joanne Lulo. Oh, my God. You had $5. Yeah, we're looking forward to
Carl
seeing
Doty in the house.
There's Jackie right there. Jackie from Ace Hardware is watching. Jackie, I hope you're doing well. There's Jerry Jams. And Jerry Jams watching us here. He's our co-host. Jerry, Nina Terry. Guys, I just want to start off. Ron Shammerd. I haven't seen Ronnie in a while. How you doing, buddy? And Vicky Bruno Olson. I love Vicky because she's the proud owner of Forget About It Winery and Vineyard in Galena, Illinois, which Tony Ocean Dinner Show is going to be there June 15th. It's going to be dinner. And if you buy dinner, folks, on the deck, you get one free glass of wine. Oh, that's a special price. I think that's $55. Or if you just want to sit on the lawn, I think it's $20. So it's both seats, 6:30 show, me and Jerry Jams. It's going to be fun. Forget About It Vineyard Winery, June 15th in Galena, Illinois. And then I think we're back there again in September with Ocean's Rat Pack. So twice this year in lovely Galena, Illinois. The whole family's coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. So,
Lake Geneva.
Pardon me, Jerry. How you feeling, pal?
He was up there, so I thought you forgot about me there.
No, I just had to get through all the stuff. You know how it is.
No, I know how Laura feels.
Tell you the bills first. So, Jerry, I got to just say thank you to Julie Saratella and Bill Saratella yesterday at the beautiful Italian Society in Kenosha. Julie ran sound and lights, and boy, she did a very good job. So, Julie, I don't know if you're watching, but great job. And Bill, of course, happy birthday to Jimmy Greco, 90 years old. If you looked at this guy, me and Jerry look older than this guy, and he's 90 years old. Unbelievable. And the Italian, right. I mean, it's unbelievable. And, you know, they had a drink there, a beer there. Beer was $2. A drink was $3 at the Italian
1985 prices.
How about it? 1975 prices. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you're right, Jared. But it was a great turnout. They had about 50 people there, and great food and desserts. It was a great time. So we're looking forward to it. Me and Jams are going to be busy this week. Well, most of it. Tomorrow night will be a Big Sammy's in Plainfield. Carol Brandolino will be there. Miss USA. It's going to be cool. She's going to be there. She got about 30, 40 people there. It's going to be a lot of fun with her part. Danny Mazzi's in the house. Armando Supermarkets. Buy local, shop local. And don't forget Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision and auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. Mike and Gigi. Danny Mazzi. I'm going to stop in and see you Friday before Chicago Prime, Danny, because I know it's Robin's birthday. Karen, how you doing? Kathy Splatro. Hey, guys, it's fun. Jerry, don't forget, yesterday, of course, Carol Brandolino for Twisted Tuesdays, and tomorrow, Laura Ocean will be my co-host. Jerry, a lot going on, pal. You looking forward? Tomorrow should be fun in Plainfield. I like that place.
Always is. Always is. Big Sammy's in the house.
but good food, good stuff.
Great food, great atmosphere, nice drive.
Yeah, it's not so bad. And I want to tell you something yesterday that was really weird, and you're going to love this. Well, I don't know. It scared me and Bill Saratella on our break because we only played 6 to 8. So me and Jer went. Me and Bill went outside at the bocce court, and I'm smoking my cigar, and Bill just sitting there. We're just sitting there talking. All of a sudden, a gentleman walks up to us. An African American gentleman comes up to us. He's got a brag do on. I don't know if he was on something, but he goes, "Hey man, can you help a brother out?" So hey, we gave him some money. We gave him some money, to help the guy out. And he's talking about he thinks we're gangsters. We're standing in front of the Italian Society. We're all dressed in black. So I'm smoking cigars. Bill just standing there. So all of a sudden, and he keeps reaching back in his pocket. So Bill's watching him. I'm watching him. I'm going, what's going on? All of a sudden, he pulls a blade out.
Ouch.
Blade like this. I mean, huge. And he goes, "Do you guys need any help? Maybe killing somebody? Because I can really use some money." And I go, "Excuse me?" He goes, "Yeah, you guys, maybe you outfit guys. Maybe I can do some killing for you. I'll stab anybody. I just need I need some work."
You got a psychopath on your hands.
Well, he kept it. I mean, when I was talking to this guy, you would never know. I mean, the way me and him we were talking, like I didn't see that he was on something. He just looked like, wow. "No, sorry, sir. We have people for that already." I said, just joking around. The guy goes, "Okay, man, have a good day." And he walked away. I said, "Good luck." It's like, wow. I mean, this blade comes out. Me and Bill look at each other. It wasn't like he goes, "Hey, man, if you need any help killing somebody, I can help you." I go, So that was interesting. Then we had to go back and finish the second set for the 90-year birthday party. Yeah, Luann's watching from New York City, is in the house. Hey, Luann, what's up, honey? I hope you're doing well.
Miss you, Lulu.
There she is, Luann, in the house. Get on that cruise, Luann. You'd love it. You would love it. There you go. Kathy Splacho from Arizona's in the house. Double T. Yeah, there's psychopaths all over the place. We have to beware. Yeah. It wasn't Crocodile Dundee. Absolutely. So that was interesting. And this morning I took Zoe for a walk in the park over here in Roselle by the water and the geese. We had a lot of fun. That's where I normally fish. Had a lot of fun doing that. So that was cool. Jerry, what's up on your end over there in Elmwood Park? Anything interesting?
Hey, you know what? It's kind of scary. I got the Ring doorbell thing. It gives you all the updates, what's going on in the neighborhood, things that the news don't let you know or the town.
Wait a minute. Somebody comes to your door and rings your doorbell?
Yeah, it's a Ring thing. They can ring your doorbell if you want. You get subscriptions. You can do videos and post the videos up. Well, I don't do that. It's like an app.
Wait. This is on your cell phone, your computer, or someone actually knocks on your door and rings your doorbell?
Rings the doorbell. It goes through my app on my phone, and I can answer it on my phone.
Oh, so you mean to tell me when someone comes to your house? Okay, we got that Ring thing too. I thought it was, yeah, okay, I understand. Yeah, that's pretty good because we got the Ring that you can see the backyard and you can see everything with the camera, so you can make sure. Neighborhood apps. Tony Lipschitz in the house. Daryl Armenstad. I'll see you, Daryl. Friday, I'll see Double T at Chicago Prime, and Saturday, me and Daryl at the beautiful Martinis in May, the Whitetail Inn. Looking forward to that. Denny Diamond is in the house. #1 Neil Diamond impersonator. Denny, how you doing, my brother? Denny was on the show. It was a lot of fun. So what else is going on? Jerry, what's going on with Holy Cross, Mother Guerin? What's going on with the construction over there?
Well, I'll tell you what. We came back from the cruise in January. They just finished the first phase. By that time, they started the second phase with the townhouses. And you'd be just amazed how they're just like going through this whole thing.
Now, for some people that's not familiar with Holy Cross was a all-boy, all-man high school, and then Mother Guerin was the girl high school for many years. Right. And what street were they on? Jerry?
It was located on 80th and Belmont in River Grove, but I'm on the tail end of Elmwood Park, River Grove. I'm right on the edge there. So our streets were tagged when the schools were up, resident parking only, because all the students would park on our streets.
Well, let me ask you something. When they made that announcement, Jerry, that the schools were knocking down and was there any uproar? Were people happy with that decision, you think?
Well, everyone all of a sudden thought of like, it's going to be second nature to what downtown was with the projects and all that kind of stuff, but that's not the case. They do have elegant, luxurious apartment living.
But
We're
they
talking
were
two.
closing down 2 schools though, right? Wasn't that didn't anybody have a problem with that?
Well, it happened over. I've been here since 1988, so like first 15 years, 10 years, both schools were up and running, and then the whatchamacallit started going down. They closed Holy Cross. They made Mother Guerin Theater Guerin a co-ed school,
Yeah.
and then
How long, hey, Jerry, how long were they co-ed?
I don't think it was very long, and then it just went all women again. And then they had a few incidents, people stalking the girls and some crazy stuff. But they took care of all that. And finally, like within the last 4 or 5 years, the school totally just went down. They didn't have enough tuition, people going to the school. So it was like a prairie, almost like how the Brickyard Mall is now today.
Yeah.
But we didn't call it Thunder Mountain. We just called it a graveyard.
Yeah, right,
So,
right.
It was becoming an eyesore. And then they put gates all around it, and it was, grass and the weeds and the trees, and it just was growing up like a prairie over there. So a good friend of mine and then the other people, they all got together and they bought the property. It went through a couple of years of contracts broken, brought back different contracts because the people of River Grove wanted something different.
Yeah.
River Grove does not have a facility to handle what is going in there now. So I guess they had to put something into their works to build up a police department. They actually didn't even have a fire department. Now they're going to have to put a fire department because it's almost like adding another half to their city. There's probably about 6,000-7,000 people in that little area that's going to come in.
Yeah,
And
I've seen some of it. I've seen it. I think last time I was by you. I mean, I'm sure it got a lot farther since last time I was there. But
Oh yeah,
yeah, they're trying to. What do you think those things start at price wise?
well, the townhouses are going for $675,
Okay.
and I'm like, okay, this is not River Forest.
Well, you know what? And you got the street, man. Noise up and down that street all night long. I mean, that's crazy to pay that much money, isn't it?
Well, luckily I got a one-way street going towards the new facility. It's on a two-way street.
Yeah.
And of course, everyone thinks they can do whatever they want, and there's going to be a major accident over it. They got to do something before this thing's even completed, because you got people going down the wrong way streets and everything like that.
What's the low end price? What's the low end? If 625, you said was the high end. What's the low end of the condo?
That's the bottom price, $675.
Bottom price is 675.
Bottom line, yeah.
Woo.
So now there's 3 phases. You have the luxury condo apartments. They're not condos; they're only rentals and leases.
Yeah.
And then you got the townhouses, which that's probably going to be completed. Oh, they're going pretty damn fast. And then the last phase is going to be like a 50+ living. And then they're going to have a penthouse on there and all that. So it's going to be nice.
50 plus living. Oh, I got it. Okay. All right. So it's going to be it's going to be beneficiary for both towns, for Elmwood Park and River Grove, technically, right?
Yeah, but for the people that live like on those corner houses over there, a good friend of mine, he's a trustee in town. Jeff, he's like, now I have no privacy in my backyard because the second and third floor of those facilities, they can look down into his backyard. So you felt like you lost that privacy.
That might not make too many people happy. You're watching Ocean Spit, little show about big things. My good buddy Jerry Jams, co-host today. Couple things. I mentioned it yesterday. I just want to get your point. Madonna played her last concert tour. She just played Rio de Janeiro, and she's in the record books for the most people ever at a concert. This is Rio de Janeiro, if I'm pronouncing it right. 1.6 million people at one concert. 1.6 million people for Madonna's last tour. 1 point. She's in the records. Do you imagine playing in front of 1.6 million people?
Wow. Can you handle that?
You probably couldn't see the people. I mean, you could, you can see the first couple rows. After that, who knows? It's crazy. Tony Toto.
They put you on big screens. They put you on big screens.
Yeah, I'm sure they got big screens, right? Tony Toto said it's too congested now. I used to live in Elmwood Park in 1987 till 1990. It wasn't like it now. A lot have changes. Yes, they have. Lynn Steffen, how you doing? Welcome to Ocean Spit. Hope you're having a good time. Mark, I hope you're not a place to retire. There you go. Who cares? I'd rather see you any day. Oh, thank you, Emil. You're the best. And I'm wearing my New York Rangers shirt, who won again, first game of round 2, while the Hawks are going like this.
Whoa,
New York.
wait a minute. This is past your bedtime. The Rangers won 2. Last night they won in double overtime.
But they still won. But I'm trying to say is they won second round. And the New York Knicks.
2 games to none.
Right. And now the New York Knicks have just beat the first round of the second round. They beat the Philadelphia 76ers. Now they just beat the Indiana Pacers first game, round 2, 121 to 117. Knicks, Rangers, while the Bulls and Hawks are going like this.
Oh, but the Hawks won a second round draft.
Hey, man, that's pretty good. They haven't been in the playoffs since 1994. So, especially the New York Knicks. The Knicks haven't been there in a while, so it's good. Jerry, we were talking about school. Did you ever walk to school when you were a kid?
I went to Sayers, St. Williams. I'm sorry, and Sayre and Wrightwood. We would walk, and they also had buses. You know, we had the options of jumping on the bus or walking.
Sometimes, I would take the bus, but sometimes I want to say hello to good singers. Felix Greco's watching us, and Frankie Setta. Frankie, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm a New York guy because I love it, and but that's it. Great, Roseanne Caputo.
He doesn't like Chicago teams, Frank.
No, I just don't like Chicago teams either. Yeah, there's Debbie. Debbie, what's up? Debbie said she walked miles every day to school. Sometimes I missed the bus, Jerry, and I had to walk down Thatcher. So you know how that is, that walk to get to Elmwood Park High. I had to walk down Thatcher. That was a pain in the ass sometimes, even walking home. But yeah, then you tell, your parents, well, I used to walk through the snow and, the rain and all that stuff, the snowstorms and the heat. Yeah, it was crazy over there walking down. It's a beautiful, if you drive down Thatcher, it's nice, especially in the wintertime when all the trees are covered with snow. It's beautiful. But absolutely. Anthony Rizzo just did his 300 home run. Anthony Rizzo with the New York Yankees, 300 home runs. Anthony Rizzo. You ever think Rizzo will go back to the Chicago Cubs when he retires? Or
that's interesting. What you want to be remembered as, a Cub or a Yankee? I mean, he went through some memorable times with the Cubs, the World Series. Helping out
one World Series. You're right, correct.
Won a World Series with the Cubs. He hasn't won a World Series with the Yankees. Not to say that's not going to happen soon.
Right,
but I would think that he doesn't know how he would really end it if today he retired, how he would really want to be remembered as.
I think if he wins a championship in New York, or maybe 2 championships in New York, I think he'd be remembered as a Yankee. But, if I remember also, Rizzo was great. Remember, he was one of the guys who didn't take a shot, too, back then because of his health, because his
cancer. He's a cancer, whatchamacallit.
So he didn't take that Dr. Fauci shot. Tony from north side of town. Tony, what's up, buddy, from Elmwood Park? We'll see you tomorrow night, Tony Donato, at Big Sammy's. Yeah. Boyd and a cancer survivor. Absolutely right, Boyd. Absolutely. You're watching Ocean Spit Little Show about Big. Yeah, look at that. Jerry, since we're talking some sports with you, because I love when we talk some sports, this is NBC Chicago. The NFL announced authorization of the Guardian caps beginning in 2024 season. Here's what to know. Have you seen some of the pictures of these new Guardian hats that will be now going to the NFL starting in the 2024 season? To reduce player risk and continue driving innovations in equipment technology, Guardian caps have been authorized in-game use this season. These things look like they got a beehive on their head. And Jerry, if too bad they didn't think about using these things years ago, because some of these players, look, some of these players got really hit, and some of these got, their head problems and a lot of stuff. Look at Jim
Dave Dorson, he had that.
Yeah. And it's almost like I like football, but it's not even, you can't even hit a guy anymore. You can't hit the quarterback anymore. Why don't you just put a yellow flag on his belt and it's just not the same anymore. We used to watch the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Raiders just destroy people. And you notice it all changed. It changed one time, if you remember, when Tom Brady got hurt, the first game of the Patriots, and he was out for the season, and then they changed the Brady law to everything. Everything changed. If it was another quarterback that got hit on the first game, they wouldn't have gave a shit. But because it was Tom Brady, they changed all the rules.
Well, you're looking at some violent sports, and you only played 16 games. I remember when they only played 8 games a season. And some of these guys actually had just a leather hat. It wasn't even a helmet.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they have changed things. I mean, I was watching the hockey game last night in overtime. This one guy went to give a hip check. He ducked, flew over him, smashed into the wall. And when he came down, this guy was already down on one knee when he ducked.
That was hockey. That was hockey. Right.
Yeah. The skate came down, and the blades of those skates are like a knife. And that blade hit that guy. Luckily, he had a helmet on.
No, I agree with you. That's hockey, and they need protection too. But you realize that hockey, this is not a brand new sport. It's like football now. Now I just lost Jerry Jams. We lost Jerry. Oh, there he is. Stop touching stuff, Jerry. You disappeared. All right, now you're back. Why they take them 50 years or 30 years to change these rules?
I lost audio on you on account I had an incoming phone call.
All right, cut that off. Anyway, if Rizzo came back to Chicago, he might have a chance to be a forgotten easier. There you go. So Jerry, I mean, why do they wait 50 years to Jerry? Your thumb is there. Hello. Can you answer the phone after the show? What's going on here?
There.
After the show, you answer the phone.
No, I had to knock her off. I had to knock off the call to get.
All right. So I'm going to go back to the question now. Why are they waiting now at all to get serious now? Couldn't they have done it 25 years ago? Why wait now?
Well, as far as all protection?
Yeah, I mean,
well,
now
protection, it was something new to them. They didn't realize.
They didn't realize 25 years ago that people were getting hurt when they seen Jim McMahon and all those. They didn't think about it 25 years ago, or is it because I think the rules got a little tighter now with the insurance and everything?
Well, rules got a little bit tighter. People want to live longer, and it's just like a street corner. They could have 10 accidents in that intersection, and they won't put a red light up until someone dies.
No, I got it, but I'm trying to say, if you're driving the car, I got that. This is football.
I know, but
two guys hitting
each
each other.
It's an extreme thing. Something extremely has to happen for something to be done.
Yeah, good point. Absolutely. You got a good point. And talking about the Chicago Bears, they made some moves. Bears trade back into draft, select Kansas edge Austin Booker. What do you think about that trade there, Jerry Jams?
Well, they traded up and they picked up Booker. They seen things in Booker. And again, here's another guy that really didn't prove himself that much. He didn't play as many games. They just thought maybe they found a secret missile or something like that. We have to see what happens. They've done this. The Bears have done this kind of thing before, and some things have backfired on them.
Yeah, what about Bears select Iowa punter Tory Taylor, 4th round for the 2024 draft?
He is supposed to be one hell of a boot.
They're all supposed to be. They're all supposed to be. Everybody, when the Bears draft somebody, all on paper, they're the greatest thing since Brett Favre or Bart Starr, and then they end up being bust outs.
Ray Guy was a very good punter for the Oakland Raiders at that time. Oakland, and he won the Ray Guy Award, so he is something special.
So let's hope for that. If Caleb Williams wins 60% of the games coming up, first 4 years, and throws many more touchdowns and interceptions, and gets the Bears into playoffs a couple times in competitive division, will he be considered a success?
In my perspective of the Bears, as far as it goes quarterbacks, they hit a home run.
Well, if they get in the playoffs, they'll hit a home run. You're right about that. If they do that. Louis Pipes, what's up, my brother? Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Frankie. Be good. Have a good day, buddy. Yeah, we were talking about the Bears. How about this, Jerry? Fox 32 News. Kansas City police said the deaths of 3 Chiefs fans found frozen after the NFL watch party in January for not being investigated as homicides. They were out there in watching the game and they froze to death. in Kansas City. Ryan says Ryan Poles has done an admirable job on paper in the first couple drafts. Only time will tell. Definitely. And like you said, this new Caleb Williams is supposed to be like a Patrick Mahomes. Is that what you're hearing too, James?
I'm not sure about that. I don't know. I missed your question. I got distracted. What was that question?
Okay, one more time, John. Are you with me today? Looks like you're. Maybe it's the sunglasses that you can't see. Are you okay? Yeah. Caleb Williams. They said he's supposed to be like Patrick Mahomes. Do you believe that? Do you think he's that good?
Well, he does have good expectations when he does on paper. What he's done with college is one thing. He does show that he could be there, but a different speed, a different pace to the game when it comes to the NFL. Can he hold up? Can he make that quick decision without someone in his face? College, maybe the speed is not as there. But you're talking about these guys in the NFL. You got to have your A game. You don't have your A game.
Well, no, you're right about it. And Albert made a good point. It keeps the season ticket holders excited. So when they do something like that helps too. Kim Peterson LaFew is watching. Kim, how you doing? Jeanette, how you doing? This is what Jeanette says. What does anyone think about a couple who's been together for a very long time? Jerry, what do you think of this? And the kid this man raised with his old girlfriend is now grown, has several girlfriends, cheated on them, all had a son, but does not see to support him. His mother disowned him, but won't say why. Can't get along with his dad, but clings to this guy who helps him raise him. He's early 40s, insults the guy's woman. What would the lady do to stop? It's a lot of questions there, Jeanette. I don't know, man. When you get into the cheating thing, no matter kids or no kids, there's problems there. And we know everybody's been through it at one particular time in life. But it's going to be a little crazy, right? I mean, I don't know, but interesting. Thank you, Jeanette, for your questions here. Now, Jerry Jams, you are a White Sox fan, a diehard White Sox. 670 The Score. Former White Sox catcher AJ is no longer on organization payroll as team ambassador, large part due to his criticism of the club on this Foul Territory podcast. He is not happy, wants nothing to do with the Chicago White Sox. What do you think?
It's kind of interesting. AJ is not the only one.
Yes.
Ozzie Guillen has Ozzie Guillen. Now, hey, listen, I was just thinking about this. Ozzie and former President Donald Trump, you knew where you stood with these guys. And these are the kind of individuals that let their team players know where they stood. Ozzie, in essence, you didn't play, you're gone. Now, Ozzie just got done saying, came home to his wife, and she goes, "What's wrong?" He goes, "I cannot watch the White Sox lose every day." And AJ feels the same. They, I don't know, it's more than a learning curve. And then they just had on here that the Sox are going to trade away their good players that they have already, which they're not even producing.
Right.
And Ozzie just don't understand, how can you have a guy hitting cleanup and he's hitting 150? All right, got to do something with that batting order. He's like, he doesn't think Pedro Grifol. Actually, I think Ozzie should have been back as manager.
I think so too. And you know what, Jerry? There's been rumors that Nashville's been interested in the Chicago White Sox. Did you think it would be a good move for them just to? Do you think they should just close shop, leave Chicago, and move to Nashville?
I would really hate to see that. The Sox were supposed to move to St. Pete's. So, and that didn't happen. They stayed here. They won a World Series. I don't know wholeheartedly what they're thinking about when they're putting these teams together, because I just can't see it. I just can't see it.
Yeah, I don't get it myself. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Jerry Jams is with us as co-host, folks. And let's not forget our good friends from Deutz Power Center, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicagoland area for the last 100 years. That's Deutz Power Center. Give Sal a call at 224-276-6560. Jerry Jams on the house. Jerry, now I'm going to give you a list of a couple entertainers and who are not with us anymore. And if you can bring back one, which one would it be on your end? Okay, this is which one you would think, okay? And you tell me what you think, and I'll tell you my thinking. Guy and ladies and gentlemen who are watching, why don't you guys give us your input as well, as we're losing things here for just 1 second. All right. There you go. Craig, call Dear Abby. There you go, Carol. All right.
That
4
guy.
entertainers who are not with us anymore. If you can bring back one, Jerry, which one would it be? Would it be Kurt Cobain? Would it be Freddie Mercury of Queen? Would it be John Winston Lennon from the Beatles? Or would it be Elvis Presley? If you had to bring one of those back out of the 4, Kurt Cobain, Nirvana, Freddie Mercury, Queen, Elvis Presley, John Lennon, Beatles, which one would you bring back?
Jeez. You got John Lennon and you got Elvis. They left us. They weren't even on the top of their game, especially John Lennon.
So which one would you want back out of the 4?
But then Freddie Mercury, he just had this one hell of a voice, that guy.
Well, here you go. Some people are answering the question. Richard, step up, buddy. What's up? Craig Olson said 2 baseball teams. Yeah. Joanne said Elvis. Lilia said Freddie Mercury. Tony Bisek said Elvis. Stella said Freddie Mercury. Me, John Winston Lennon Ono. My
I have to
opinion.
agree with you.
So 2 of us like John. And then a lot of people, nobody said John Lennon yet. Wow. Well, Eddie Van Halen's not even the 4 categories there, Toto. But a lot of people are saying Elvis
Double T.
and Freddie Mercury. Kurt Cobain wasn't even mentioned. And I'm surprised that nobody wants John Lennon back. Wow. Well, I'm voting for John Winston Lennon, but of course that'll never happen. Now, since Jerry is in Elmwood Park and he's a professional beef sandwich eater when it comes to Johnny's beef. This was posted in Chicago History 6 days ago. I don't even know. Chicago now has a 9-inch beef, mind-blowing, for $9. Johnny's getting a 9-inch beef, might be the biggest Chicagoland news since Wrigley Taco Bell closed. How is this not a headline news on every outlet? Is that true? Do they have a 9-inch beef sandwich at Johnny's Beef?
We're going to have to Google that one.
Yeah, this
We're gonna
came
have to
in.
Google that one.
This
Anybody
is actually from Chicago History Post. This is not from a person. This is from a group.
Okay, so Johnny's actually did come out with a 9-inch.
9-inch beef sandwich for $9. A regular Italian beef is $6.67. Italian sausage is $4.65. A combo is $7.23.
Oh,
So 9-inch beef sandwich, $9. Would you haven't tried it yet, huh, Jams?
no, but I just ran that the fact check on it, and it says that's on April 23rd, 2024. Johnny's Beef put in a 9-inch beef that costs $9, like you said,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to be mind freaking blowing.
For $9 it better be. For $9 it better be. That's a big sandwich, because I noticed Johnny's when I was a kid, they were huge, and now I know they're like very small. So maybe they're coming up to make that a little extra.
And then we don't put that much beef in it. Put a couple leaves of beef in there. I don't like their canned green peppers. I'm sorry. I just don't like
Okay.
canned green peppers.
All right.
I
Well,
like
there you
those.
go. Well, there you go. Some people now are saying Barbenzano said John Lennon. Albert says John Lennon. Roseanne said John Lennon. And that's cheap. It's probably, okay, $9. That's probably not too bad for a 9-inch beef sandwich. We got to go try it out.
But how much beef did they put in that sandwich?
Thank you. How much beef? There you go. Good point. It might be just a lot of bread.
And gravy.
Not a big. Good point. Swedish blood. There's some facts here, Jerry. Swedish blood donors get a text message when they save a life. Now that is pretty cool. You give blood, and then you get a message saying that your blood saved somebody's life. How come they do all this cool stuff in other countries and not in the United States of America? This is in Sweden.
Other countries are normal. We're not.
Yeah,
that
that's
normal.
right. And here's something too. They're saying a lot of stuff has not been discovered. Like part of the ocean, I think only 5% or 10% of the whole ocean has been explored. But look at this. There's enough gold in the ocean for every individual to have 9 pounds of it. That's how much gold is in the ocean, probably from all those warships and all those battleships and those pirate ships, all that stuff, right? And we can all get 9 pounds of it if somebody wants to go into it.
Maybe on the cruise, you can go into the Discovery scuba.
Maybe we'll get some scuba there and start going down there. Yeah, that's our luck. Jerry, I don't know if you're into boxing, but Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. I don't care how old Mike Tyson is. This guy is going to be mean no matter what. I bet you he's still an animal. I mean, I don't even know how old Mike Tyson is, but I can imagine. I mean, he's tough. He looks very, very tough. So
he's old enough to bite your ear off.
Yeah, you got it. Boyd says USA, too many people to keep happy and satisfied. Boy, that's a
Mike
great
Tyson is 57 years old.
How old is he?
57.
57. He can kick everybody's ass.
He's still
Now we're going back to one more sports team, Jerry. 670 to score. Do you want to see Patrick Kane back with the Blackhawks? Blackhawks legend Chris Chelios hopes to see Patrick Kane return to Chicago to end his career. What do you think?
No.
Okay.
No. I was happy when they got rid of him. He's a one-sided guy.
Wait a minute. You may tell me you were even when he won all those Stanley Cups for you?
It was different back then. He had all the
difference. He just got older?
They had a real good defense. They had guys that knew how to play the game. As the time went on.
So you liked him when he was winning all the championships, and now that he doesn't, you want him gone. Is that it?
I just think that he's not a two-sided, two sides of the puck kind of player. I like two sides of the puck kind of player. I like a guy who go out there and throw his body around, run on defense. He just waits for the puck to come at him and does offense. And defense, you hardly see anything happening. I like a two-sided player.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Here we go. Which states and high school have the most players selected in the 2024 draft? We all know where the top NFL draft picks went to college, but where do they go to high school? Total of 232 high schools from 29 states, and DC contributed to 257 players selected in 7 rounds in the last month's draft. So they tell you how many high school. I mean, that's kind of cool to know. You know where they went to college,
but
sometimes you like to find out where they went to high school.
I mean, are they coming from the high schools from the north? Are they like Canadian football players that are good in the winter kind of?
They're just saying a lot of them are coming from where they came from high school. It's nice to know also where they played high school besides where they played college. Because that's where they learn their trade eventually, right, in high school, and then you get moved to college. And because if you were good in high school and you made it to college, that's pretty good. And then hopefully, God willing, you make it to the NFL.
Illinois, Chicago, they have like Joliet Catholic. A lot of those guys are great high school football players that have been drafted into colleges.
Jerry, what is in your opinion? You can fact check while you're watching it. What is a regular player? Like not a starter. What is like a starter average player make in the NFL? Not a name, not someone that's big, but your average Joe that did make the team. So he still is a good player because he did make the pros. What does an average one make?
Top earners, annual salary $40,000, monthly payout $3,300 a month.
So they make $40,000 just to be on the pros to make it. And that's if you're just not a first stringer.
That's the top. Your average player will make $32,000.
So $32,000 if you make it on the team. What if you're a starter? Does that price go up if you're like on the main roster? I'm sure, right?
That's a top earner of $40,000.
$40,000 just coming right in. So you went to college, you spent all that money, and you're going to make $40,000 to get beat up for 16 games. Now, hopefully, you become sponsors and you get more money and all that stuff because. Wasn't like Michael Jordan made more money on his sponsors than he actually did playing basketball.
What about that girl that just got drafted out of Iowa, first round draft choice? That she just went to Indiana. She's already doing Nike commercials.
Yeah, yeah.
But you get a guy like Caleb Williams or any other first round draft choice. That $40,000 is not going to be there. It's going to be anteed up. He's going to hold out. He's definitely going to hold out. But for your average first-round draft choice that they don't have really big expectations for, you'll be happy to get the $40,000. That's why I like right now Justin Fields in his 4th year of his contract, $25 million guaranteed to be paid, and that's when even Pittsburgh didn't even play him yet for the season, and already saying they're not going to pick up the 5th year.
Oh, absolutely. Hey guys,
Fields turns around in Pittsburgh, they're going to pay him.
Well, I think Russell Wilson's going to start, and if he doesn't do well, then I think Justin Fields will take his spot. Justin
I
Fields
don't think
could be
he's
the
going to last
future
long.
of Pittsburgh. Who knows? You never know. You know.
I think Russell's past his time. That's why Seattle dumped him, Denver dumped him, and now he's with Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Well, Pittsburgh's got him. Now we'll see. I'm sure they'll start the first couple of games, and if he doesn't bad, they have Justin Fields as a backup. So he still has a ring. He still has a ring. So you got to go with the guy with the ring, at least to start off. D'Amato's Bakery. God, I love that place. To 1124 West Grand Avenue. Best of bread around. It's fantastic. You ever been to D'Amato's, Jerry?
Where's that one located? Is that Manheim?
No, I just got rid of the address. Anyway,
There was one on Manheim.
D'Amato's is fantastic. One of my favorite restaurants, places to eat off of Manheim. Jerry, are you a beer drinker?
No, I'm a Scotch drinker.
I'm not a beer drinker either, but a lot of people like beer cold, and I love cold beer. If I ever drink beer, I don't drink it too often. I used to drink more than I do now, but a nice cold beer. Sometimes I even ask for some ice on it. And I don't know how people in Europe, they drink that stuff tap. Oh, my God. Tap warm like that. It's got to taste like, I hate to use the word piss, but, that warm. I mean, it's got to be crazy.
I knew somebody who actually drank warm beer.
Yeah, imagine drinking with a Hamm's. It's like warm outside. You just finished cutting the lawn, or you're sitting outside, and you just want a nice warm can of Miller or Hamm's. Oh, my God. That stuff will kill you.
When you're on the golf course, that stuff tastes great.
Oh, yeah, on the golf course, right. Jerry, we've been seeing all this stuff about The View being canceled. It isn't canceled yet. Elon Musk said supposedly fact checked her. I don't know, but Elon Musk takes over ABC and immediately fires The View. I don't think The View will ever get fired because of as long as this president is in charge right now, The View ain't going anywhere.
Oh,
if it changes in the next election, which I hope it does, there are going to be a lot of changes. And The View is the worst show on television. Can't stand it. Paul McKee says, afternoon, Mo. Money conversation reminds me exactly what happens with the summer music events, where the top band gets the lion's share of the money and everyone else gets chump change. Good point, Paul. Good point. So interesting. Hello, Jerry. Oh, Paul. Jerry. Paul is from Elmwood Park, too. Hello, Jerry, my fellow brother from Elmwood Park.
Paul, what's his last name? I don't have him on my
Paul McKee. Paul McKee
sounds familiar.
Down from Elmwood Park. Well, there you go.
Emo comes down Elmwood Park and he says the best pizza on Grand Avenue. We all know who that is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was.
All right, Jerry. Yeah. So now Sal Manzo, a great singer in Chicago, in New York, a great guy, was on my show. Here's his post he said a couple days ago. Okay, let's get this straight. There are DJs and then there are singers and musicians. Please do not compare singers and musicians. Musicians make real music. DJs press a button. Nothing wrong with that, but very, very different. Now, Jerry, your whole career has been a DJ for many, many years. And now you started in the last years with me and a couple of working and with bands and stuff like that. What do you think of that comment?
Actually, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait a minute. A guy's got to get up and sing. He's got to learn to play an instrument. The DJ, I'm not talking about the DJs that actually, well, I don't know how most DJs have to find all the work and get all the songs together and know how to mix the DJ. I'm talking about your simple DJ that goes to a wedding. Here's the list of the songs. You put them all in an order and you push play. Mr. and Mrs. Lewinsky, congratulations.
All right, we'll give you that.
So you tell me that he's completely out of his mind?
All right, I'm talking about with me and you because I thought that's what you're talking about.
No. I'm talking about DJs in general. The DJs, John Guarini in the house. How you doing, my good brother? I hope you're doing well. Go see Johnny play. Yes. So Sal is a big he does very well in New York and Florida. And one more time, I'll read the quote again because we got a lot of musicians on. let's get this straight. There's a DJs and then there are singers and musicians. Please do not compare the two. Singers and musicians make real music. DJs press a button. Nothing wrong with that, but completely very different, right? When you're doing what you're since you do both now. At one particular time, you were just a DJ. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm thinking like, not only DJs from a standpoint of mobile, also DJs as radio announcers. If we don't promote,
no, he's not talking about radio announcers. He's talking about DJs that
Okay.
play bars and weddings. This got nothing to do with the radio guys.
So you come out with a song, and if I don't play that song at the venue, you're not getting any exposure. All of a sudden, I play this song, and this guy like, "Where'd you get that at?" There's a lot of guys who don't explore different sounds to keep the people going. And I've had that question a million times. But it is like, yeah, get a button and that's it. But I mean, as far as like me and you go, I'm not only DJing and producing a show.
That's a different story. You have to put a lot of
Right.
stuff into it. I got that. But you know what? There's a lot of, and I know it's changed through the years. Weddings used to always have the bands, big bands, big bands, big bands, small bands, always bands. And you know what had changed? And then the DJ started taking over because of pricing, obviously. Bands were charging a certain amount of money. DJs were coming a little lower, but sometimes their prices up too. But I remember 10 years ago that Oprah Winfrey, another woman I could not stand, she told people, you want to save money? Well, just pick all your songs and put it on your iPad and just put a speaker and let that play at your wedding.
Right.
And I tell you, after this crazy woman said that, a lot of people started doing that. Now I can understand if you ain't got the money and you have a very little small budget, but you're doing a big wedding, you want to go all out. That's just driving me crazy when she said that. And I think a lot of people followed her because, this woman, when she used to talk, people, how Oprah said it. It's like crazy putting us musicians out of work and DJs out of work.
Yeah, basically that sidelined everybody, no aggravation. You play what you want. I'm not going to get into this because I'm going to scalp my own back for that one.
No, right. Well, Craig Olson, look, he's made a good point too. Live music is the best. I agree. But like 90% of my shows are tracks. And I make a good living at it. We do very well at it, but you're absolutely right. Live musicians are out there and they play and they do a great job at it too.
Like Emo came out with a really good point. Live music is good, but also there are some good DJs who put on a really good show. I mean, you got to know how to keep a crowd going.
Yep. There's guys out there that have their own following, and people come and they know what to spin, they know what to play, and it makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. During COVID or during the flu, a lot of bands weren't working, but Jerry, we were working. I
had a big thing going on.
We were working, folks, still during that. And a lot of bands end up losing their work. And a lot of those places, some of those band places didn't even pick up again after. Some people quit playing, but so it's a very touchy feeling there between the two. Yes, a live band is great. That's why I formed Mojo's Jukebox too, because I can come out and bash with my live band. But then my band that we got now is just over the top. We do great. And, Tony Toto, Danny Ramundi, Daryl Armistad, they all do incredible jobs. And I love doing that. Johnny, tracks keep the employed during the Facci area, the Facci flu area. Yeah, absolutely, era. Absolutely. We all need to.
A lot of good tracks.
Yeah, there you go. Paul says we all need to appreciate music at events. We are blessed to witness that from over 50 years of listening to great people, period. Well, Paul, thank you for that. I mean, it makes sense. I'm just happy right now that there's bands that can go out and play, and there's track guys and people go out and we can all play because there's plenty of places, events, private parties, weddings, fairs, concerts, whatever it is, that we can all still work. You have to do what you have to do to make a living at performing. Thank you, Craig. Very good point there. Very good point there, my brother.
There are times when, Tony, you'll be like, I don't know what the hell to play. Bam, I throw the song on. sometimes we get lost in the track of mind of what to keep things going.
Yeah, absolutely.
You work very well with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, it is Wednesday, May 8th, and it's birthday time. So let's start off with Mr. Ron Onesti celebrating a birthday today. Ronnie Onesti, my good buddy Ron, thank you for everything. Ronnie's in Italy right now, but happy birthday, Ron Onesti. You are the best. Denny Carmisi, one of the great drummers from the band Heart, 77 years old. Mick Jones of Foreigner, 79 years old. Molly Ringwald, 54 years old. Jessica Simpson, 42 years old. Drew Barrymore, 47 years old. Jason Mewes, 48 years old. Randy Travis, celebrating a birthday. Let's see here. Matthew Broderick, 68 years old. Kathy Bates, celebrating a birthday. Our good buddy Richie Barone. Richie Barone. Happy birthday, Richie, wherever you are. You got to love that. Let's see. George Clooney turned 62 years old. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar celebrating a birthday today. Jilly Rizzo up in heaven. Of course, Jilly's bodyguard, Frank Sinatra's bodyguard for many, many years. And of course, Jilly's on Rush Street back in the day. Happy birthday, Jilly, up in heaven. Bob Seger celebrating a birthday today, folks. Jim Friars from the Crying Shames turned 76 years old today. God bless you. Very, very cool. You got to love it. All right. And
is that a typo? Jessica Simpson, only 42?
42. Yeah. Well, I don't know how old she was when she started, but brand new news, folks. New Year's Eve is in the books. So when can you go out and see Ocean's Rat Pack, Bill Saratella, Elliot Winbush, yours truly as Dean, Jerry Jams doing the DJ, and then the Tony Ocean Band, Danny Ramundi, Tony Toto at Moretti's in Bartlett, Rustic Charm. It's booked December 31st, New Year's Eve. And Ocean's Rat Pack will be with Rick Lindy November 13th. And the Wild Ones at the Tivoli Theater in Downers Grove. That's November 13th. Thank you, Tim Cian, for that. Couple other couple shows coming up next week, folks. Tuesday, we're doing a big thing, me and Jerry, for the Buddy Foundation. And Buddy Foundation is another association to do with dogs. And that's going to be on the 15th next week. On the 16th, the main event band will be at Venuti's in Addison next Thursday. Next Saturday, we'll be at Villaggio in Roselle on the 18th. And next Sunday, we'll be at the Speakeasy in St. Charles. And very cool. And don't forget, folks, May 26th, Memorial Day weekend, will be back in Lake Como, Lake Geneva, the Thirsty Parrot. Tony Toto and Danny Ramundi doing that show, while my good buddy Jerry Jams will be starting the Mr. Gulo party, which is going to be one of my favorite parties out there. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Dave Susich's birthday, too. He played Hercule Poirot, one of my favorite British actors, detectives, celebrating a birthday. Guys, it is almost come to, we got a couple more minutes left. Let's see what we got here. Anything else, you, Jerry, that we want to push? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Jerry. Are you ready for this? Election season. You know what that means, Jerry? Elections.
Really?
Season. It's the election variant. Oh, here's a brand new one called Flirt. No shit.
Here it comes.
Atlanta, a new group of COVID-19 variants is circulating across the United States. Oh, let's go get the shot. Oh, there it is. According to tracking by Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, the family of virus nicknamed the Flirt after the mutations are currently domain strains in this country. One of the variants, KP.2, accounts about 25% of the infections in the United States. It's currently dominant. The variants are part of the family. So here you go, folks. Let's get ready. Here it comes. There's another one right before the election, the Flirt.
The Flirt.
Look for it. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. And last but not least, folks, Jerry, 93 people that work in the city of Chicago. 93 Chicago City employees made over $100,000 in overtime in 2023, according to CBSNews.com. 93 Chicago City employees made over $100,000 in overtime. Woo! Paul says the new variant was named after politicians. Oh, yeah. There it is, COVID variant, BS 24/7. Been around for years. Oh, yeah, there you go. Anything that the Biden organization can throw to put another monkey wrench.
Every 4 years, John, not 24/7. Every 4 years that comes up.
Yeah, that comes up every 4/7. Absolutely. And last but not least, racing news, breaking news. Kentucky Derby winner jockey Brian Henderson Jr. just turned down an invitation to the White House, saying if I wanted to stare at a horse's ass, I would have finished second. Oh, there it is.
That's a butter.
God, there you go. Brian Hernandez Jr., winner of the Kentucky Derby. Guys, it is time for us to go. Don't forget now, tomorrow, me and Jerry Jams will be at Big Sammy's in Plainfield. Now, that is an 8 o'clock hit, not 7, 8 o'clock hit. That's tomorrow because people are going to eat dinner and the party will start after that. Friday, me and Double T will be at Chicago Prime. Saturday, we'll be at the Whitetail Inn in St. Germain, Wisconsin for Martinis at May with Daryl Armenstad. Guys, I want you all to have a good time and have fun. That's what it's about. Let's go right back to our good buddies from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. Download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your photo points, coupons, and special offers. Also in Mesa, Arizona. Download, folks. Send $5 cash raffle to my wife, Laura Zell, 847-337-370. Send it to her. Put your name in it. Cash drawing. Win yourself a brand new Weber 200 Series grill with all the accessories. Live remote at the Norwich store at Ace Hardware, May 24th on a Thursday. Me and Laura will be there. Speaking of Laura, Laura's my co-host tomorrow, folks. So make sure you tune in for that. And don't forget the Chicago Music Cruise. You can't see it. It comes up backwards. It says Yangasumbo. It says young. It doesn't say Bugsy. Yeah, so it's so you can't see what it says. Bugsy's our good buddy Rhino, there you go in McHenry. Guys, Chicago Music Cruise, get on it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, Jerry Jams, thank you so much, brother, for all you do, my brother. You are the best, and I will see you tomorrow at Plainfield Big Sammy's. Guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments, live entertainment. Very, very important. And the great words of Ringo Starr. Peace and love. And one more time from Italy, Ron Onesti celebrating a birthday. Ronnie boy.
Ronnie, happy birthday, brother.
God bless you all, everybody. Have an incredible day. Be back tomorrow. Same time, same station. Nick Sahajas, the piano man. Take us out.
Take us out.
Oh, it's the end of the show. See you later from time.